Now I want to talk about what's happening with the hormones of pregnancy so that you can see them, how they're changing over time in relation to each other. This goes with those other diagrams. So we're going to look at them in three different panels. One is GnRH, hypothalamus. Second one is going to be LH and FSH, pituitary hormones. And the third panel, estrogen and progesterone, ovarian hormones. We're going to start the cycle. We're going to start the cycle just as pregnancy ends, or at the time when we're discovering, when the body is discovering there is no pregnancy. So if there is no pregnancy, there's no chorionic gonadotropin. If there's no chorionic gonadotropin, then there's no way to maintain the corpus luteum. So the corpus luteum will fail, and we end up taking away the negative feedback on GnRH. In either case, we lose the negative feedback on GnRH, so end of pregnancy or when the corpus luteum declines. So GnRH rises because of the removal of negative feedback, but then it declines because of new negative feedback from the estrogen it's been stimulating in those developing follicles. What about LH? Well, LH rises with GnRH, but of course it's also being inhibited. GnRH is being inhibited, so you have less LH over time, and then it's low after the surge. FSH also goes up with GnRH, tends to stay a little higher, smaller surge for reasons we haven't talked about. There's another hormone we're skipping called inhibin. Estrogen, remember, starts low, but with more and more LH and more cells, it rises, and then there's the surge, and after the surge it declines. The corpus luteum stops producing estrogen and switches. So here we have the switch over to progesterone, and that higher level of progesterone is going to continue if there's pregnancy, if there's chorionic gonadotropin. It's going to drop. If there's no chorionic gonadotropin, progesterone will fall. And in mammals, that triggers reabsorption of all that excess tissue in the uterus. So in humans, it causes menstruation. In humans, we shed the excess uterine lining, but in a lot of animals, it's reabsorbed and the nutrients are recycled. Probably takes more time, especially in a big animal. What about the time span for all of this? How long is this cycle? Well, in humans, from start to end, from start of the development of those small follicles, it's about 28 days, about 14 days to get to the surge, and another 14 days to check and see if there's a pregnancy and drop progesterone. Elephants, bigger, slower, takes longer. Rodents, they can be as fast as 4 or 5 days.